and more by the things they say and do. Mrs. Shenick wants us to read. Mr. Rustin does the chicken dance, chicken dance, chicken dance. Mrs. Press tells peeps to Papa squat, pop, pop, Papa squat, pop, pop, Papa squat, pop, pop.
What does Miss McGill say?
Show you rock.
What does Mrs. Saunders say?
Be on time and don't be late. What does Mrs. Whitehead say?
Here's a napkin, enjoy your lunch.
What does Mrs. Irwin say?
How can I help you? The good thing is, what does Mrs. Andrews say?
Do you feel confident?
What does Mrs. Bowler do?
Take all the videos.
What does Mr. Cherka say?
Holy moly, holy moly. What
What do
does
your principal say?
We're taking SOL, starting them next week. The staff of Battlefield believes in all of you. Mrs. Janot gives hugs. Mr. Pass loves penguins.
Mrs. Lane says,
Bless your heart. That's what we say. We're the folks that work with you every day. Watching to
I love all my smart podcasts. I love all my smart podcasts. I love all my smart podcasts.
never know.
I love all my smart podcasts.
We want you to, we want you to, we want you to know.
You're gonna do well on the test.